Hello, guys. This is Siri from Siri Tutor Blogs. Let's continue our Spring MVC demo project where we left in the last session. We have to implement the search user. Uh, so let's do this search user. So we are going to message the end user. We'll going to print a console println statement saying that searching user by name, um, and minimum age is min age. Okay, and then uh, using the user storage, we are going to get the values into the stream and put it into the list of type user type, and let's name it as results. Okay, uh, stream dot filter of u dot get username dot lowercase dot contain lowercase dot contains name dot to lowercase. Okay, dot filter of get age not equal to null, and u dot get age greater than equals to min age dot collect of collector dot toString. Okay, uh, to list. Did we enter list here? We will look into this later. I think it's a warning, it's not an error. Mm, okay, we can look into this later. Then service found result dot size and matching user. Okay, and we are going to return the result. We are finding the result and returning the result. Okay. um, okay, then let's implement the next one, which is get all users. um, Found getting all all users count we are returning new array list of user storage dot values. Okay. um, we are returning we are putting this all the values into an array list, and then we are returning the array list. Okay, and the last one is get count. So we are returning here user storage dot size. That's it. That's pretty much it. uh, so and also there is one more we have to implement, get instance info. uh, what this is going to give is the method to prove this is a single instance and return the instance hash code, same for all the injections. Okay. Where is the here is the opening, and where is the closing for that one? Is this closing for this one? Yes, they don't have a closing. Okay. Okay, it's over here. One more last method will define public string get instance info return user service implementation at the rate integer dot to hexa string of this dot hash code users. Okay, we are just returning the this method is going to prove this is a singleton and returns the instance hash code, same for all injections. Okay. mm, that is pretty much it. So now we have to change user controller a bit. Let's go back to the user controller. So in user controller, we are giving this as a controller, but we have to define the user service um, as a reference here. Let's create a reference for the class user service. So so that we can do the dependency injection automatically. So private final user service. Let's import this, and then we are going to add um, let's add constructor injection using a default constructor, parameterized constructor here. So at the rate auto wired, we'll say public user controller. Let's take it's gonna take this controller const- controller, and it's going to use user controller constructor for dependency injection. So what it is doing is user service injected. Okay, and it's going to be user service dot class dot get simple name. Okay, and here we are going to say this dot user service, whatever we have declared there, is equal to this user service. Okay. Okay, then for the register slash register, we are declaring a model here. We are getting a model here when we hit the slash register, and then here we have to do a let's do one thing from the controller. using user servlet, user service, user service is what the reference variable that we have declared. Dot get instance dot get um where is that get instance info. I think first we have to typecast it. User servlet implementer dot get. Why is it not giving us mm, is it not declared public there? Get instance info. uh, so pub, why, what's wrong with this, but why it is not picking up? uh, oh, oh, maybe it is because the controller, we have to define the user service or user service template user service, and mm, what else do we need? Okay, guys, I have imported the user user service implementer here, and that is when it's going to recognize dot get info method. So we have added that method, and we have added the model add attribute, and also let's add get user count to the add attribute of user count user service dot get user count. Okay, and then current user count. User service dot get user count. Okay. All right. Somewhere it is giving an error here. It needs another bracket. All right, and we are return everything to the user form. Now let's do the slash register. In the slash register, it is the same thing, post registration. So we are going to add this. Okay, and this is post registration. uh, so receiving user data, we are when we enter so here we are going to use user service to register IOC and dependency injection in the action. So for that we are going to call user service dot register user of users. So what is this method is going to do is, if you remember, the register user here, the register user is going to check in the map object if the user is there or not, and then it's going to so okay, and then when it registers it will find out if it is existing in the map object. If it is there, then it will return the registered user. Okay, that is what we are doing. And here we are going to here we are going to make a check. We already checked it in the map object there in user service implementation. Here we are going to check here If it is null, means the object is not there. Result dot reject value. So this binding result, mm, it's coming from here, right? Here is the error. Whatever the error we are printing, we are getting here. Mm, not getting any error from here. Okay. User name already exists. Okay, and then we are going to return him to the same form. Okay. Then the next thing is we are going to get the count. Uh, we are going to get the count here. User registered via user service, and the total users now, total users now var, we are going to read it from the users service dot get user count. Okay, and then we are redirecting to the, we are redirecting to the success page here, and that is pretty much it. And then for get mapping, let's do get mapping. Get mapping is what we want. We don't want to change any get mapping. For the API, for this one we need to change. So here the response body is there, and then path variable is there. um, API request, here we are going to add the same line, not this one, this one. Okay, we are going to we added the same line, and here we are going to retrieve whatever the user we want to get. We want to retrieve it from the user service dot find by username. Okay, and this method will return a user object. Here user equals to user object, it's going to return, and we are not going to consider this code at all. That is pretty much it. For the search user, for the search user we are going to do this, and we are going to produce slash json. Why is this produces? What is wrong here? Double quotes are missing here. And search value equals to, and produces equals to application slash json. There is another double quotes missing here. Now we have this so we are going to call the same thing here as well, and then use injection dependency injection here, and IOC. Instead of returning like this, let's say user service dot search user of name comma min name. We are returning this. When we return this, we should return a list user. Okay, that is pretty much it. Now let's add one more method to get all users. Here public list user get all users, and before that we have to enter the annotations at the rate get mapping of value equals to all, and produce is application slash json at the rate response body. Okay, and here we are going to just write a controller slash user slash all to get all users, and let's print the same thing here also. Return the next method is singleton proof endpoint. Okay, let's do the last method call at the rate proof singleton. Okay, so for this one we have to add the annotations at the rate get mapping of value equals to singleton slash singleton proof, comma produces equals to application slash JSON. It should be in double quotes. Okay, and then at the rate response body, uh, controller get user singleton proof proving singleton. Okay, and then let's get the same thing here also, and we are going to return message user service is a singleton. Okay. string instance info equals to proof. Call this endpoint multiple times, same instance hash. User service dot get user count. This is pretty much it. We have finished coding, but we will look into the execution in the next session. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye.